And we are off. This is all the stuff I'm bringing to the airport. Just kidding. Just that backpack in the bag. What is all that long? Yeah, okay, so that's not all my stuff. Just that backpack back there. But we are off!
You are a traveler.
Update. The last hour has been nothing short of stressful as I lost my credit cards, actually both of them. What else do I say except they're gone? So they were put in a little sleeve together, I put them in my pocket, and once I got to Terminal 5 here in Chicago, couldn't find them, so I literally went back to Terminal 2, Terminal 1, retraced my steps. I don't even know what time it is, but I have quite a few hours to kill it here at O'Hare, so it is what it is. I called my credit card company, got it shut down, and they're issuing 2 new cards. I'm really thankful I had 3 hours before my connecting flight to Poland. That is my update. Bulgarian elevator situation right here. Oh, whoa, they did get a new elevator. That is totally new. Since like 2 years ago. New buttons, oh my goodness, making improvements. Guys, it's getting real.
Ah, it's high tech, look at that.
What are we, 7?
Yeah.
Smells the same. The smell hasn't changed in like 26 years.
You know that I love you when I let you go.
So good news, I made it. It is morning today here in Sofia. I gotta say, this international trip was definitely not my most graceful trip. I've had better trips before. 3 things that could have gone way better was, number 1, I lost my credit cards. That was, didn't need to happen. But it did. They're closed now, got new ones issued. The next thing that happened was the backpack that I chose to bring my carry-on stuff in. I've had it for about 2 years, and I got it from a thrift store. It definitely is a little more on the used and older side. I chose to use it anyways, just because I believe in using things till they're pretty much done with. Well, she's done with. Now I'm on the hunt for a new backpack. The third thing was, so after the long flight I had 2 stops, 1 in Chicago, 1 in Poland. The flight from Chicago to Poland was about 8.5 hours, and I only slept for 2 hours of that trip. Overall, it didn't seem too bad time-wise, but I just got off that flight kind of in a funk. And I made the poor choice of converting my US dollars to Bulgarian leva at the airport. And obviously they charge higher rates at the airport, so I didn't really get a good deal, and I found out or figured it out later. So kind of a bummer there, but you know, it is what it is. Learning experiences. Like I said, definitely not my most graceful international travel, and it's fine. So just so you guys kind of understand what travel looks like now that COVID's going on for someone who is not a European Union citizen, there were a couple things that I had to do in Minnesota to get documents ready. So number one is obviously the PCR test. They asked for it pretty much right away in Minneapolis at the airport. And then the second thing was my birth certificate. I needed that to have an apostille attached to it. I don't even know what the apostille is. I guess it's like a verification form. And then the third thing was I needed to prove some kind of relation here in Bulgaria. So I had to get a copy of my dad's passport and have that notarized at the bank. Thank goodness I did all of those things, because every single stop they wanted all 3 documents, and I would have been screwed if I hadn't had them. That's kind of the process now. It definitely complicates it. That was probably the most stressful thing about the trip. I think that time-wise, otherwise, it was really fine. We're 8 hours ahead of US Central Time. The goal is to not sleep at all during the day so my time clock can get reset. I'll be on Bulgarian time officially. This is a really cool vlog, and kind of all the other vlogs I'm gonna make going forward, because I've never filmed here in Bulgaria, and I am excited to show you guys like the parks I would go to as a kid, just the surrounding area. It's just different. It's very different, and some things are better than what they were like, 15-20 years ago. I think infrastructure wise they've done a lot of improvements to the city, made it look a lot nicer. There's still some old things that remain from communist Bulgaria, and I'm excited to include that in my videos. 2 other things I want to talk about. So being here, last time I was in Bulgaria was 2 years ago, and it was during the summertime. So I was up on the mountain. This time we're in the city in Sofia in the apartment. There's definitely hard things about it, because it just brings back a lot of memories, and it's just interesting looking at little things in the house, whether they're pictures or just different artifacts that I see that remind me of basically my life 20-some years ago, and it feels like a totally different time. It's a good thing, I think, because it kind of, it brings me back to my roots and the origin of really my family. Like I said, it brings back a lot of memories from a time that just seems so disconnected from right now and how my life is right now. And finally, it is December 29th, and you guys, we have grass growing outside. I get to go run outside, because I can't do that in Minnesota right now. Well, I could, I just don't really want to in the snow. So today the high is 53 degrees, and we're gonna head out in a little bit, spending most of the time with my grandma. She is literally one of my favorite people in the world. We just get along really well. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy all these videos, because I'm gonna enjoy making them for you.